Welcome back. Sorry I haven't been around very much lately. Let's get on to today's video, which is taking apart a Strata Compact to clean it and then putting it back together. I have been requested to do this video, so here it is. Sorry about the lighting. Again, I always struggle with lighting, so I'm hoping that once I go back there it will focus on me and all will be well, but if not, sorry, I tried. First things first with mine, I'm going to take off my liner, which is Hungry Caterpillar. So under all the straps, just take any liners or any blankets or anything that you have on your pram, take it all out. Good idea is to wash your liners regularly as well. I mean, they're there to keep your pram in good condition. Hopefully all the food and spillages go on these guys rather than on your actual seat. But that's why I'm showing you guys how to clean your seat if you haven't used a liner in it before. Or if you just want to clean it. Generally there will be a belly bar on here that is zipped up. I don't have one, so this is what it is like under my belly bar cover, which I made. So that needs to come off, unclip it, and pop it aside with all your bits. So we're going to do the Strata Compact Double today. Yes, take the hood off. So there's two, well, you've got Velcro all around here first, so it's on Velcro now. And down here your hood will actually slide on. Now it's a little bit tricky and it always scares me. I just lift up and it will slide out. So you can see here, oops, these are the parts that slide in and they go onto these. Yeah. Do that for the bottom seam as well. So this one has two buttons on the side and you actually lift up. So the buttons are like down the bottom and it's not really a button, it's more you push it in and the plastic moves out of the way. Oops. So you can see this part sticks out here, that's what I mean by the button. I will undo the bottom. You've got like a silver buckle which has a part in the middle that moves. So what you need to do is get your fingers on the outside where it moves and slide it forward, and this will release the belt through, and then you can undo it, and that will set free this part of the seat. We will now undo the snaps at the bottom of the seat, so there should be 3, and that will show you the frame of the bottom of your seat. Let's work our way up the seat. We have a snap here near the button that removes the seat, so undo that snap either side. And feel your hands. Let's take the seat off now. This is where it gets fun. The back is all Velcro, so here are the sides. Let's unvelcro this part here. And we'll do that again over here. We have this back part that's kind of like Velcroed as well. It's a bit weird. So it like slides up. And then we have another one of these lovely clips that I love doing. So you can see in the middle there's this little hole, so you need to get this to go through. I cannot even see what I'm doing, to be honest. I feel it. That needs to slide it through here, and that will release it. And I think that should have our seat free. Make sure at the top the handle can come through. And we should slide off. There we go. Oh, we've still got a snap attached. No, we don't. There we go. There's our seat frame and our seat fabric. The seat has a backing in it, so you can feel it's nice and hard, and it should also have a bum piece in it. So what we're going to do is turn this in, side out, oops. And at the top you've got your Velcro, and you unslide this back piece. Just remember though, your straps will be going through, so there's a strap here that goes through that piece, and this is what held it onto that little silver frame that's on the seat. And for some reason I think this little end bit stays in here. I don't think that it comes out. No, it doesn't. So anyways, make sure you take that backboard out to wash it, chuck that in the wash. So that's the top seat done. Now let's do the bottom seat by doing that. So you have your Velcro around the sides, sorry. And that will show you exactly where the two capsule adapters go. And the bottom has some Velcro on it, like that. And you should just literally be able to make sure that it's off these adapters here, and you should be able to wiggle it up. Yeah, so that was a little bit more fiddly, just that the Velcro kept catching on and the side bits kept catching on to another. But this is what your frame looks like when you have your capsule down the bottom. So these are the two parts that it slides into, but it only faces forward. If you really wanted to, you can go and get if you want to take the basket off and wash that as well, unclip these snaps on this bar here, and then you've got two little eyelets where they're clipped up here, and then you unzip the front of the basket and your basket comes off real well. The last thing I need to show you is how to get the hoods off the hood rods. So we will need a screwdriver for this part, the main hood. So if you see just here, there are two screws, so one here, one here. So basically undo both of those screws off one side and slide your hood completely off. Place this back on this side and put your screws somewhere safe, otherwise you'll lose them, and that way you know which way they go. To figure out what way the hood goes when you put it back on, you can always line it up with the seat frame to figure out which way it slides on. So it slides forwards when it goes on, so you want the plastic at the front, so it goes that way. The same with the other hood, second seat hood, except the screws are on the outside, which is kind of weird. And you do the same thing, so take one off, put it back on, take one of these off, slide the hood off, put it back on so you don't lose it, and chuck the hood in the wash. I suggest that you unzip the hoods completely to wash them, that way they can have the whole thing washed and more even, and it's going to dry quicker as well. There's that. Let's put it all back together now for you guys. So you'll put it in the wash on a gentle cycle, and then put it out to dry on the clothesline, and when it's ready you can put it back on. Okay, let's put the main seat back together. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to put your white cardboard back in, making sure that the little piece down the bottom goes first, because there's actually a part here that is cut so that it can bend. And we're going to Velcro that back on like that. Okay, so you flipped your seat in the wrong way, you put your cardboard in. Now let's get it put on the frame. So I'm going to flip it back in the right way. Sometimes the Velcro gets a little bit stuck, and we're going to slide the top of it over the seat frame like that. Pull it down and make sure that the adjusting lever pops at the top. Let's bring the bottom of it around like this, and we're going to need to put our little strap back on. So I'm going to go this way and through the hole like that. That's attached now. I'm going to put some of these snaps on here. Just one will do to keep it in place for now. And let's get these bits here sorted, so making sure they're on the outside. And ready? Cool. So if I turn this up the right way, we're starting to look like our seat again. This back part over, so it's like a hard material that will go over this silver bar, and it will come on the inside of the parts that clip in, and then we want this to Velcro over. So there's that part. And don't forget your snap. Making sure that you've got all the little bits tucked in. So that's got to come down and that's got to come down. So there's one side done. So this little part will get stuck. And this little part will get stuck. Let's see if we can do it again on this side. So pull this part right down, making sure that this is not going to get stuck and everything else is not going to get stuck. Add it onto the Velcro here, and then it goes over and Velcro's on here, and then we put that snap on like that, making sure that the belly bar hole is still sticking out. One of the last things to do is attach our weird little buckle again. So this is the weird buckle how I was trying to explain it to you. So this part in the middle actually moves. So we want to go push the buckle to the top. We want to go under it. Sorry, push the buckle bit to the top, the loose bit through the top. We want to go through. Then we want to bring the loose buckle bit down, and then we want to go back through again. So it goes through there once, and then we want to pull tight, and it will hold it in place. And it doesn't need to be super duper tight. Last but not least, we have these two little snaps on the end of the frame that need to be added on. All that's left is if you wanted to add your inserts and stuff like that back in. So this is your insert that will go in there. Pop it in that way. There's two straps through. So checking that the sliding parts are going down, like I said, and making sure that the clear is on the front. Otherwise you've got it on backwards. It has an arrow, so push down, it clicks in, and push down, it clicks in. On the back you've got your Velcro, so realign your Velcro. So maybe pull it forward, see where they all go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're all done. And there is your strata seat done. Okay, now for the bottom seat. You've got the same thing. Make sure you put your cardboard back in. And then we're going to slide it back over. So find the opening, slide it over, making sure that we get all the bits fitting over the material, because that's what's getting us all stuck. So over we go, and over we go. That's looking really good so far. Then the back needs to have the handle come through it again. So here's the handle that's fitting through. We're going to un-velcro these sides because they're going to be stuck. Check that the capsule adapters are hanging out, which they are, which is great. Then we're going to have a look at the bottom. So the bottom is going to go right under. I don't know if it's easier to do it on or off, but for me, I've always done it while the seat's on, and it's been easy for me to do. Just need to check that the Velcro is not all sticking to each other. So you've got your Velcro that comes all the way from the back down, and it needs to be stuck up. And then you have your Velcro from the sides of the seats, which need to go over these little clips the hoods stick into, and they attach on both sides. So we're going to bring this all the way down and Velcro on. Oops. And then we're going to go up and over and Velcro that one on. Going to put the side Velcro down on either side. And then add the hood on. So down here, clip one in, clip the other in, and then do your Velcro along the back again. Super easy. Don't forget your belly bar. I don't have my cover like I told you guys, but I do just put my Hungry Caterpillar one over it. So make sure we add that on. And then you've got your belly bar ready to go, freshly washed. I feel like this is something that gets really dirty because they can chew on it and suck on it, or put food and still stuff all over it. So this is something that probably needs a wash a little bit more regular than the whole pram. But it's an easy thing to do. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I hope that you can go and wash your Strata compacts now, even if you have just the top seat. I mean, just disregard anything that I've done with the bottom seat. But if you've got both, awesome. I hope that you can go and wash them now.